Hello and welcome to another one, and today we are somewhere different. I won't give away my location just yet. As you can see, I'm donning a t-shirt, so I'm going to get bitten to shreds. I wasn't planning on coming out far, and it just so happens that I forgot to change my top, and now I've got my t-shirt on. Again, my hat's off. I've got a hat on my bag somewhere, but I'm out. I'm out with Simon, and I'm out with a good lady wife, Mrs. C, and yeah, we've come down to meet Simon. Simon's on holiday for a couple of weeks, and we're in Dartmoor. We've come down to Dartmoor. We're going to be meeting up with the old Podgy Snapper soon, so big shout out to Podgy Snapper, and we'll be probably meeting him tomorrow. But yeah, we've come down to a little place. Is it called Tavy? Peter Tavy. We're in Taverstock, and we're at Peter Tavy, which is a little river, streams. There's a nice little bridge up there, and some just nice little cascades and waterfalls. We're also going to walk up onto one of the side hills, one of the tours, to have a bit of a look at the viewpoint as well. But yeah, that's where we are. This is what we're doing, and I'm just having a mooch around at the moment. I'm going to try and do a little bit more photography. My vlogs have gone off piste a little bit in the last couple of months, more about the adventure and going out and being stupid and enjoying myself, then taking a few pictures. Well, I'm going to try and bring it back round to taking the pictures, showing you what it is I'm looking for, how I find the compositions, if you like that. And yeah, just generally a little bit more photographic rather than all about me and Mrs. C going on an adventure and then taking a few photos. So yeah, I don't mind being reminded from people, so if I do go off piste, start losing my way, just give us a jog and just say, hey up, what about the photography? So yeah, also I'm going to mention a calendar. I'm going to be doing a calendar for 2020, so I'll come back and talk to you a little bit about that in a moment. But yeah, this is where we are. This is a lovely little place. You can hear the water behind me. I'm only on the GoPro just for a bit of lightweight. We're here for the weekend, so yeah, let's see what I can find down here. At the moment though, I'm just looking at this. I like these big boulders, the ferns, the greens on the tree. I like this bit of an arch of the tree there, up there where Simon is. I've got things flying around me. So yeah, I'm looking at this. I'm out with the Fuji again, starting to fall for the Fuji. I'm using it a lot more now. So yeah, gonna look at doing this. Got the polarizer to eliminate any glare. So let's see what I can make of this, and I'll talk you through it. So yeah, welcome to another one. Welcome to Dartmoor, and I know I'm in the south. Go for it. Midges are coming out. Midges are trying to get me. There's not many around, but there's a few little ones, and I've got to be careful. I've got no spray or anything with me, so this is, God help me. I got my first little composition set up. I've had a little look around. I've had a look behind me. I've climbed over onto the rocks slightly, looking up the river. It doesn't work too well. This is appealing anyway. I shot it from just back over there, and I'll show you the image in a moment as well. Took an image looking back, a bit of a wider scape. With the Fujis, I absolutely love the highly dynamically bright, over vibrant greens. I can't help myself, I like them. I know it's not to everybody's taste, and a lot of people say, oh, turn your greens down, but I actually do personally like that colour. I think it's because I'm always wearing dark glasses and my greens are vibrant anyway all the time. So yeah, I do actually like the Fuji Greens. I can't deny that, so sorry about that. But yeah, the greens are really, really popping. There's no light, it's quite flat. Very flat even. It was trying to rain a little while ago, but there's no light in this little bit of woodland, but the light is still getting through. It's still coming through the trees. You've still got light areas and dark areas, and it's really quite nice. There's a beautiful little river a bit further up, beautiful little waterfall further up. Denise is up there at the moment shooting. She's getting all the best shots before we get there. Simon's the other side of this tree. I'm probably going to try and get over that way myself, because I like the idea of looking up the river to the little bridge. But at the moment, this is the one that's caught my eye. I've had to do a little bit of gardening, a little bit of landscaping and clear up. I'll move these twigs out of the way because they were right down in the bottom corner of the image. I didn't want them in there. So one I've actually set up is a vertical shot. You can see the camera's vertical, just basically leading you through the image. I've got this boulder here, which is bringing you in from the left hand side. I've got these two small boulders in the bottom there with the green on them. They're acting as a bit of a base, a bit of a key to the bottom of the image. And you've got that lovely big boulder and this beautiful arch of the tree and the waterfall off in the distance. Timers wise, you have to excuse me because like I say, I'm only on the GoPro. Timing wise, it's given me 4 seconds-ish with the polarizer on. The polarizer makes quite a bit of difference. As you turn the polarizer around, as you can see by looking at the image, as you turn the polarizer around, it brings down all that glare off the water. I'm using a case polarizer. I'm not trying to plug any polarizer, any filter systems at all. As you know, if you've been watching me with Fuji, I tend to use a case on it now because it's smaller and lighter. I do love the way the polarizer works. It's brilliant. I love this magnetic idea, but I do not believe in any shape or form it's anywhere as good as my Lee polarizer. The Lee polarizer is just such a beautiful transition. The case one almost seems like you can see it turning, and I'm not keen on it, but it works, and it works nice and simply and easily. So yeah, I'm definitely not going to plug either or. Buy what you can afford, buy what suits you. But yeah, this is what we're using at the moment. Literally straight out the camera, polarizer, bomb. Beautiful image, lovely job. Enjoy this one, and I'm going to find another little conversation, try and get underneath this arch and to see if I can get my feet wet. Right, I've come over this little bit of a bridge, or this little bit of a walk. It is just a few stones, as you can see. Down here we've got a few pebbles underneath this nice little arch, and I'm pushing the tree out the way at the moment, just so I can get that view. That view is lovely, really, really nice. Now there is a little bit of litter around, or not litter, should I say, twigs. It's natural litter, but yeah, there's lots of little bits all over the place. I might try and clone some of them out. I don't think I've done bad on the image. I think I've got rid of most of it. I'm shooting down here. I've got a rock in the foreground, moving on to the next rock. Oh, really got got. Rock in the foreground, then another rock, water leading you through, waterfall, and the bridge at the top. It's all green. It's a beautiful image, but it's very, very green. Vertical again. I'm going to try a horizontal shot just to see if I can bring in some of these boulders from either side, because it's still pretty. Tripod's quite low. We've got these nice little greens growing on the top of this first boulder as well, and on the second one, these little flowers, whatever they are, growing. Quite pretty. Another very pretty little image. 1.5 seconds f11. I was f11 before as well. Yeah, it's just giving me a good depth of field. I have focus stack. I focused on the third rock, or the second rock, should I say, and then I focused up on the waterfall just to give me that depth, just in case I need it, but not very often I do. But yeah, quite a pretty little image. I've already taken it. I'm not going to take it again. I'm going to make my way back across this water and head up towards the larger waterfall and the bridge. So yeah, enjoy this one. Hopefully I'll do a panoramic there. Yeah, I'm going to head up to that waterfall. Hopefully I'll do the vertical as well and show you them both. If not, enjoy this one, and I'll catch up with you in a moment with another image. Definitely go in that direction because it's looking beautiful and green up there, and I'm not getting very far very quick. Well, I hope you can hear me all right. I'll talk up a little bit louder because the waterfall's right behind me now. You can see down here. So yeah, the waterfall's right behind me. I'll see if I can shield the mic a little bit for you. Yeah, I've taken an image. I've crawled out onto these rocks a little bit. This tripod, as I've mentioned before, I'm absolutely in love with this tripod. The legs are so long, I dug it all the way down in the bottom of the water. And bearing in mind, this tripod is 2.1 meters with the extender. So I reckon it's probably at about 2 meters at the moment, and it's all the way at the bottom of the river, and that's really deep. But without that, I couldn't have got to this position here, not without feeling a bit unsafe. Absolutely stunning image, really, really pretty. If you don't like this, there's got to be something wrong with you. Beautiful waterfall. It's got a bit of a natural S to it as it is. The water's flowing quite nicely, so at 1.5 seconds you're getting a good motion in it. You've got the bridge up in the top thirds. It's just a stunning looking image. I've also tried something else which I don't normally try very often in situations like this, and I've done a panoramic. I've got the ball head, I've got a self-leveling head, or not a self-level, I've got a leveling head, which is absolutely fantastic for getting a tripod exactly level. Set the ball at the top here, get the ball bang in the middle of the ring, and you know the tripod's level, and all I've got to do is just spin it from one side to the other. I've done a pano, full pano, right away from oh, nearly fell off the rock then, that would be funny. Right away from that side of the boulder, all the way past the waterfall and past the tree behind me this side, as you can see there. So yeah, full panoramic. I've done a 5 brackets exposure stack as well. So I've exposed 5 different shots on each panoramic shot. So there's probably, what did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's possibly 25 images I can stitch together to get a good dynamic range, get all the detailing, get a nice, nice movement in the water and everything. I'll let you know how many images I use out of 25. And whether I do just a straight pano or whether I do a full stacking pano. But yeah, that's the shot taken from this position, like I say, right down in the bottom of the river, and that's got to be about 3 foot deep down there, if not more. And yeah, I'm going to get off this rock, get into a bit more safe standing, and have a look a little bit closer to this bridge. But yeah, beautiful. I've also taken one standard shot as well, focus bracketed shot. For the dynamic range, not focused at all. I'm talking rubbish now. Yeah, so I've taken another straight shot, straight down the middle, a vertical image, absolutely beautiful, stunning. So enjoy these 2 images. I'm going to get out of this water somehow and back onto dry land. Come out of the water now. I managed to climb my way back off that rock. That was really deep. The tripod was way up here when I got out. So yeah, that was really, really deep. Yeah, Simon's got a nice little image set up. And as you can see, look, I've converted him. Simon is now a Fuji user. Nikon, gone. All gone. And Owen. He's come out with shoots with us. He's a Canon man, gone. Fuji. They came out with me on my birthday do. Both came home. Sold the Canon, sold the Nikon. Look at this, Fuji XT2s XT3s all round. So yeah, Fuji, if you're watching this, I sold 4 XT3s in 1 week. So bear that in mind.
Spent a fortune.
Yeah, it cost him a fortune, he said, but well worth it. Absolutely loving these cameras, really, really am. Still got me Canon though, but yeah, loving it. Yeah, Simon's got a nice little image set up here and a nice little flow through these rocks and the bridge. We're getting close to the bridge. Mrs. Steve's right up there. I can still see her, so she's not falling in the water yet. She's got a pink coat on, which is handy, or a pink t-shirt, so I can see her. Like I say, she's snapping all the good ones. I've seen an image, I'm almost seen an image, I haven't got to it yet. What I want to try and do is I want to try and get down next to that big fern there. The fern's splayed right out, and I'd like to get that massive in the foreground with the bridge and the little river going underneath it. So if I can get over there without falling on my arse, I might have to do a bit of gardening. I've got to pull the brambles because the brambles are there, midges. The brambles are there, so we're going to have to pull the brambles back over first. I might have to get Simon to hold the brambles back with his tripod. But that's what I'm going to try and do. Get on that big fern, use it in the foreground, massive foreground. I probably won't be able to talk to you because I might be balancing on one leg, and then shoot up to the bridge. The only problem with the bridge, they've replaced the walkway and the sideboards with some brand new boards. So I might just have to darken them down a little bit in post-processing because they just look a bit odd, nice and shiny against all the old timber. But yeah, quite a nice shot, really, really nice. I might even go for something just about here as well, but yeah, proper nice and green these, really like this. Look at him, photographing the Fujis. Man on it, man in action. Right, let's get this job done, and yeah, we've got an image to sort out. As you can see, I've got my legs wide open, keeping my foot on my tripod. Simon's holding back the bush for me, and we're hanging off the edge just to get a photograph. Is it really, really worth it? Right, I'm going to get this photograph, and I'll let you know whether it's worth it or not afterwards. Right guys, I want to talk about the calendar. Yeah, 2020, I'm doing my first landscape photography calendar. I'm using photographs from my vlogs from the last 12 months, which basically means July to July. Also, please let me know, are you interested in the calendar? It's something I've always dreamt of doing. I've got a bit of a frog in my throat. It's something I've always dreamt of doing. It's something I'd like to do. So yeah, please let me know if you're interested in the calendar. All pre-orders, and I don't know how I'm going to do it yet because I'm not a professional. All pre-orders, me and Mrs. C will sign the front cover for you, just to personalise it and to say thank you, really, to be honest. So yeah, it's going to be a double A4, which is an A4 size print, and it's going to be a double A4, so it's going to fold down, and you'll have all your bits in the bottom so you can write all your dates in and stuff like that. I'm going to have XF data in it, something a bit different, to let you know all the cameras I've used, or what camera I've used, what XF data, what settings and everything was on the image. Plus I am also going to put a little story and obviously the location, just to say where we were and what the actual, maybe what the video was about when we went out to do it. So yeah, please let me know if you're interested. I thought about 35 calendars, whether I can get more than that or not. If I can get 100, absolutely fantastic, but I've got to go and try and find the other two because they're way up the river and I'm slacking behind. So see you in a bit up there. I am not doing very well. We are really not getting very far at all. You see Mrs. C, I've caught up with her there. The shot directly behind you, what a peach. The one I've just taken, you've already seen it. I managed to get up really close. Simon had to hold onto my tripod for one moment while I climbed round and got back to the up top of the tripod. I just couldn't see the viewfinder from below the tripod, so I had to climb up on the bowl, up on the top level. But it was a beautiful shot. I just got exactly what I wanted, the massive big fern and the bridge above it. So yeah, really nice. I quite like that. But I like it quite dark as well. Quite dark, and all the darks, really dark and strong. Contrasty is the word I'm looking for. But yeah, Denise has spotted this, as per normal. She's been walking up here, you know, ahead of me as I've been doing the videos and stuff like that. So it's been taking me a little bit of time to get up here. But yeah, what a beautiful little patch. And I'm going to show you in a moment what I'm actually looking at. We've got a lovely little cascading river in the foreground. You've got a big boulder in the middle, so the river's flowing either side of it. And then the light's coming through the top of these trees because the canopy's open above us. And it's just casting some light right on the middle of the boulders. And it really does add beautiful contrast in the image. So you're going from a very dark black contrast. Can't name sir, but reset. Let's start again. Yeah, it's making a really dark contrast from the deep blacks all the way up to really bright greens in the highlighted areas. So yeah, really quite nice. I've bracketed the shot just so I can paint in all the areas I want to keep dark and one I want to keep light. But yeah, one exposure to the focus. I focused on the fern in the foreground, and I'm talking gibberish today. What is going on with me? I can't do Dartmoor, can I? What the hell is going on with me? I'm just talking rubbish. I focused, let's start again, I focused on the fern, as you will see on the bottom left hand side. And then I've just F9, everything else should be enough focus to take the image. But yeah, it's a really nice little shot. And again, we have not moved 100 yards. It really, so much in this little corner, little patch. Really nice. And Simon said there's loads more to see. So I'm going to shut up, show you these couple of images. Like I said, it's a beautiful image. I'll let you know what it is, what I'm doing to the image. If I'm painting it in, I'll try and show you what little bits I've painted in, just to show you how I put the image together. But yeah, enjoy this one, and I am going to be quiet for a little while. I'm going to do a little bit of B-roll so you can enjoy it and enjoy where we are, and I'll catch you in about 5 or 10 minutes when we find somewhere else to photograph and try and get my words back in. This is pretty cool. Simon's just said this is a swimming pool, and a natural, unnatural swimming pool. Mrs. C's thinking about going for a dive. Yeah, look, it's basically, the steps are over there, in the corner over there. Pretty cool. I bet it was pretty ace in its time, yeah. I don't fancy swimming in it now, and this is obviously the stopcock down there for drainage, to send all the water out. Are you having to sit down for 5 minutes? I've done nothing yet, dear. Oh, it's pretty cool, this. Pretty good. How weird is that? You don't get to see things like that every day, do you? Go for the knobbly bit.
Oh yeah.
Don't go for the knobbly bit then. Come on, step over the big one.
Yeah, I'll do this bit here. There you go.
Oh,
Grab her hand.
Right.
I'll grip it honestly because I get panicky where it's...
Okay, straight onto the big stone. Straight onto the big stone. Yeah?
Be careful, danger of death, keep clear.
How low can you go?
Told about this walk, I couldn't find it. I thought,
We're on it.
yeah.
We're on it. First one in's a wet one.
You two go and put the spots for...
Well, Simon's excited. As you probably heard on the camera, we've just found a waterfall that he's been looking for a long time.
2 years.
2 years he's been looking for this, and Denise found it for him. Yeah, pretty stunning really, and it's pretty nice. I'm not one of these people that get overly excited by small waterfalls. I love them and I enjoy taking photographs of them, but I think because I've seen some big ones, and me and Simon and a couple of other guys, Owen and Jason Jones, we're all off to the Faroe Islands in April next year. That's going to be exciting. Yeah, this is pretty good, pretty nice, but if you've been looking for it like Simon for a long time, it's a big deal to find. Yeah, we're going to set up some compositions now. We're going to have a look here. I hate saying that word, set up some compositions. We're going to look for a photo. We're going to take a couple of images, a couple of photographs, and yeah, probably using these boulders in the foreground, definitely the water in the background. Nice little cascade. There's another little cascade down here as well. The polarizer should bring out the glare. Now with the sun starting to come out and getting these shafts of light, so we're going to have to wait in between and balance the exposure so that we can keep the exposure on the bright highlighted water, and then balance it with a darker exposure on the rocks and stuff. So we'll have to take a couple of exposures just so we can blend them in. But that's the way of doing it. You take your exposure for your dark areas, being Eton again, take your exposure, take your photograph for your darker area, then take another one for your lights, whether you wait for the light to go in so it's not as bright, or whether you underexpose it to make sure it's not as bright, and then just paint it back in Photoshop. Very, very easy to do. Maybe one day I'll try and do a Photoshop tutorial on it, but at the moment I'm not quite sure how to do all that sort of stuff on video. So yeah, let's get something set up here and I'll show you the idea of what I'm looking at, how I'm setting it up, and go through the camera settings. This will probably be the last one before I check out. Hopefully this is a bit of a shorter video, just really to check in, say we're in Dartmoor, and to mention about the calendar. So yeah, next waterfall sorted, let's get it taken and show you some images. We've got an image set up. I've taken a couple already. I've got quite close to the boulder, making the boulder huge in the foreground at the bottom of the image. I quite liked it. I like the white ring around the bottom, like the water level ring. And then I've waited for the light to go down. I'm being minged again. I've waited for the light to drop down. Sorry, I'm being interrupted by all these dragonflies and butterflies running around. It's really quite pretty actually. Yeah, I waited for the light to drop. With the sunlight out on it, it looks awful. It's so bright to the dark areas, it's just blowing them out completely. So you have to wait for the cloud to come over, the light to drop right down, and it really does balance the image out quite nice. I still bracket exposure just to make sure that I've got everything in the dynamic range. I'm bracketing between 1 over and 1 under. 5 brackets, but definitely 1 stop over, 1 stop over, 1 stop under. But yeah, it works quite nice. I've gone over that side, I've tried an image, I'm not sure yet. And I've come back to this rock again, and I'm sitting a little bit further on top of it now, so looking down, having more water. Sun's just about to go in, you see in front now. The picture's looking much better. Let's hit the shutter button now. 5 shots. Oh, stunning, look at that. The dark shot is really nice. I actually like the dark shot on its own. I might show you that one, where the water's really dark and you've got a nice little bit of white water and this little rock. But then I'll do a balanced one for you and show you the two. But yeah, really nice, absolutely lovely. The greens are just so good. I've got the camera, the Fuji, this is the X-T3 as you all probably know. I've got it set up on cloudy, or daylight should I say. It's got the little sun and the cloud in the image, yeah? So I've got it set on daylight, so all my images look the same on the back of the camera, and I like that look. And I've also got it set on Vivada, I think it is, which is quite a rich tone to the image. It's from the film days. They try and do film simulation, and it's like what they would use when you buy the Vivada or Vivid film back in the old days. It's really quite a nice tone. I like it personally myself. It's not to everyone's taste. But yeah, that was beautiful. Really nice shot. I'd like to get something a bit different if there's something here. Now, obviously this is the obvious. I'll have a bit of a scout around, see if I can get something slightly different, maybe a close-up of a fern, and then we'll call it a day. But yeah, I'll have a look round, give me 5 minutes. Denise has been shooting, Simon's been shooting. I'll bob up one of each of theirs as well, just as per normal. Obviously Denise's is going to be the best, so I don't even know what me and Simon are shooting for, to be honest. She's on my X-T2, as you probably already know, and Simon, like I already mentioned, on the X-T3. But yeah, we're all slightly different, we all shoot slightly differently, so off we go again. No, you can't. You can't. You can't. No, mine. 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 As you can probably hear, we've got an argument going on. Mine. Denise said, and I'd already thought about it. Oh, let me see if I can stoop down a bit. Push up my knees. Yeah, Denise said, oh, I quite like them tree roots coming out, and I've already been looking at them myself. Which are these tree roots down here? So I decided, let's come over here. And the reason I liked them, oh, I nearly fell in the water. The reason I liked them is because they're reds and orange underneath the water. It's actually quite difficult to take a shot because the movement of the water, and when the water moves, it's not quite as clear to the stuff that's under the water. So what I've been trying to do, and I've got a cracking shot. I think this is a unique shot to this waterfall. Probably a load of these have been taken, but this probably hasn't been taken quite so often. And in fact, there's a dead twig or a loose twig that's leading you through the image. So it's taking you from the colours, and you'll see it in a moment, from the colours of the roots going through to the twig, pointing you over to the waterfall. So it's probably quite a unique shot. These pair are going to have a go as well, so you've only got to let them. Then I'll push them in. But but yeah, as I was saying, I don't know what I was saying. So as I was saying, I don't know what I'm saying because I've forgotten. Taking the shot. Oh yeah, about exposure. Yeah, so what I've done is I've bumped it up to 1000 ISO. I've done an 800 ISO. I've done a 350 ISO, which will give me a faster and faster shutter speed. Just because I'm going to try and blend in, if I can, the bottom of the image to the top of the image. The top's going to be ISO 160, which is about 1.5 seconds, something like that, f11. But the bottom of the image, I'm going to have to try and blend it in a little bit, and just to try and get a little bit of the sharpness back. Now I know by bumping up your ISO you get more grain, there's going to be more grit to the image, so this is going to be a test to see how well this Fuji can handle that sort of situation. But I'm going to have a go because this is absolutely beautiful. I absolutely love this. It's so unique. You see every little detail of the roots as they're growing out the bottom of the tree, and the tree standing proud right next to me as well. So yeah, really, really nice. I'm going to try and dunk you in the water now. I'm going to find something to put you on, and my tripod, as you can see, just changing subject, my tripod leg is fully, or not fully, but quite extended. It must be about 6 foot underneath the water just to get into this position. So yeah, it's pretty good. And I will have to empty all the water out of the tripod as well. Is that rain? I can feel some water spitting on me. Dribble, oh, it's dribble. Simon's dribbling again. So yeah, I'm going to try and show you underneath the water if I can. But yeah, stunning, absolutely stunning. I'm going to call this the last one as well. I'm going to check out now, watch the last few little bits of B-roll, watch the last couple of images. Please, again, remind me on the calendar, let me know which images you want to see in the 2020 calendar. Absolutely excited to hell to try and get this done, and I'm going to make it happen one way or another. So please, pre-orders. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm going to have to set up some sort of website or PayPal or something, some way of doing that. My website's coming very, very soon. That's a promise. 2 or 3 weeks and it'll be out. So yeah, till next time, from Simon and from the good lady C over there. We're going to check out, say goodbye, and yeah, I'll see you again probably tomorrow, which will be next week or next time in Dartmoor somewhere. Simon's going to take us somewhere. So yeah, ciao for now, enjoy, and bye.